Yes, good morning, students. In today's class, we will discuss about double linked list. In single linked list, every node has a link to its next node in the sequence. So we can traverse from one node to another only in one direction. That means we can move from starting node to ending node, and we should not come back from ending node to starting node, because if every node has an address of its next node only, and the node should not have the address of its previous node, so that it can traverse through only in one direction, and we cannot traverse back in case of single linked list. We can solve this kind of problem by using double linked list. Double linked list can be defined as follows. The double linked list is a sequence of elements in which every element has links to its previous element and the next element in the sequence. In double linked list, every node has a link to its previous node and the next node. So we can traverse forward by using the next field and traverse backward by using the previous field. So that in case of double linked list, the traversing can be done in two directions, both in the forward direction and in the backward direction. Okay, this is the node structure in double linked list. In single linked list, every node contains two parts, the data part and the next part. But coming to the node in the double linked list, each node contains three parts. The first one is previous address part, second one is the data part, and the next and the third part is address of the next node, right? Every node in the double list having three fields. This is about the node structure in double linked list. Yes, this diagram below shows the double linked list. This is the first node, which contains three parts. This is the previous part, data part, and next part. So the address of the first element should always stored in the head pointer, so that the before A there is no another node, so that the previous pointer contains the address null. In the similar way, D is the last node in the list. The next part of the linked list, of the node D, contains null value, which means that this is the end of the list. It does not have any other elements, other nodes than the element D, right? In double linked list, the first node must always be pointed by head. So the first node should always be pointed by the head pointer. Always the previous field of the first node must be null, and the next field of the last node must be null, because no other nodes are available previous to the first node and after to the last node, right? This is the node structure. The node which contains three parts. The two pointers. One is the previous pointer, and data is for storing the data value, and next is for addressing the next pointer. So this is the node structure of double linked list, right? What are the operations performed on double linked list? We are performing the following operations on double linked list, like insertion, deletion, and display, right? Insertion in double linked list, the insertion operation can be performed in three ways, right? That means we can insert the element at the beginning and at the end of the list and at the specific location in the list. These are the three cases where we can insert the new node into the linked list. So first discuss about inserting at beginning of the list, right? Let us assume a new node as shown below. The new node with data 25 has to be inserted at the beginning of the list. So the procedure is, the next pointer of the new node is referenced to the head node, and its previous pointer is referenced to null. Then the previous pointer of the head node is referenced to the new node. The new node is then made as the head node, right? This is the procedure. See, this diagram shows this is the given list: 5, 10, 15, 20. These are the 4 elements in the double linked list. Now we are trying to insert this new node at the beginning of this list, right? After inserting the new node here, we can adjust the pointers. In the original list, the first node is 5. the previous part of the first node contains the null value. Whenever if we insert the new node as the beginning, automatically this previous part will contains the address of new node, that is 25. So this points the address of 25, and now 25 is the first node in the linked list, so that the previous part of the first node should be null, right? And the first node address can be stored in the head pointer. So in this way we can adjust the pointers after inserting a new node into the linked list, double linked list. Okay, insert at the beginning. Create a new node with the given value and new node previous as null, and check whether the list is empty or not. You have to identify whether the list is empty. If it is empty, right, assign null to new node next and new node to the head. If it is not empty, then assign head to new node next and new node to head. In this way we can adjust the pointers. So this diagram represents like this only. Here this is the original list where we can add the new node at the beginning, right? So that this point, the first node address is pointed in the head. So now the head points the new node address, because the new node is the first node after insertion. So this head will point the address of the new node, and the previous part of the new node must be null. So this is how we can insert the new node at the front of the double linked list. This is the code about how to insert a new element at the beginning, right? Next, deleting a new node from the, insert at the end. So insert the node at the end. So we have to insert the new node at the end, so that now N5 is the last node in the list, right? The next part of the next pointer will point the null value. After inserting the new node into the list, this N will becomes the new node. This at the next part of the N5 should point the address of new node, and the next part of the new node will point the null value. This is how we can adjust the pointers. So this is the code where we are allocating the memory for new node, and check it, the head equal to null. That means we have to check the list is empty or not. So if this condition false, new node previous equal to null and head equal to new node. If this condition fails, go to the else part and take a while loop, and temp next not equal to null. That means we can iterate these steps until this condition becomes false. Temp equal to temp next, and temp next equal to new node previous equal to temp. In this way we can adjust the pointers, right? Now we can insert a new node at a specific location. We can use we can insert a new node at specific location in the list. Create a new node with the given value. Check whether the list is empty. When the list is empty, head equal to null. If the list is empty, then assign null to both new node previous and new node next, because there are no nodes in the list. So both previous and the next node will become null values. Suppose the list is not empty, then we can define two pointers, temp1 and temp2, and initialize temp1 with head. After that, keep moving the temp1 to its next node until it reaches the node after which we want to insert the new node, right? Until temp1 data is equal to location, hence location is the node value after which we want to insert the new node, right? Every time check whether the temp1 is reached to the last node or not. If it is reached to the last node, then display given node is not found in the list and insertion is impossible. Otherwise, assign temp1 next to temp2 and new node to temp1 next, and temp1 to new node previous, and temp2 to new node next, and new node to temp2 previous. In this way we can adjust the pointers, right? Here this diagram shows this is the original list where we can insert the new node after N2 or before N3. So this next pointer of the node N2 will point the address of new node, and this next part of the next part of the new node will contain the address of the next node. In this way, we can adjust the pointers, and this is the code for inserting the value after a specific location. You had equal to null. Just simply new node pointer, new node previous and new node next will make as null, and head equal to new node. Otherwise, if the condition becomes false, then we can change the pointers like this: temp2 equal to temp1 next, and temp1 next equal to new node previous equal to temp1, and new node next equal to temp2, and temp2 previous equal to new node. Right? In this way, we can adjust the pointers. Yes, this is about how can this is the procedure for inserting an element at 3 different locations, that is at the beginning of the double linked list, end of the double linked list, and at the specific location of double linked list. Okay, we'll stop the session here. Thank you.